Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Fans dunking on Cowboys' latest trade for the same reason. The Dallas Cowboys were able to strike a deal right before Tuesday's NFL trade deadline. Some fans, however, felt like Dallas got hoodwinked in the exchange. The Cowboys shored up their wide receiver room by acquiring Carolina Panthers wideout Jonathan Mingo in exchange for a fourth-round draft pick. Dallas also got a seventh-round pick in return. While Mingo has shown promise through 2 seasons, he is far from the season-altering trade deadline addition some Cowboys fans may have been hoping for. Mingo has caught 12 passes for 121 yards through 9 games this season. Several fans clowned the Cowboys for giving up such a high draft pick for an unproven player, especially considering the price tag on other wideouts. The Kansas City Chiefs got a resurgent DeAndre Hopkins for a 5th-round pick. All-Pro Davante Adams cost the New York Jets a 3rd-round pick, while the Baltimore Ravens gave up just a 5th-rounder to grab Deontay Johnson. Some also noted that the price tag on Mingo was higher than what the Cowboys got for trading away Pro Bowler Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns back in 2022. The difference between Mingo and the aforementioned wide receivers is that the rest all have 1,000-yard seasons under their belt. Mingo has barely half that total, 24 games into his NFL career, and has yet to score a single touchdown in the pros. The only positive is that Mingo still has 2 more years on his rookie contract. With the Cowboys battered by injuries this season, perhaps Mingo was an addition for the future rather than for this season. Otherwise, it's hard to find a silver lining. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said on 105.3 The Fan this morning that Dak Prescott, hamstring, is likely headed to injured reserve. It's iffy, Jones said of Prescott's timeline to return. But its extended time period of time, it's likely we'll IR him, so we'll see how his rehab goes. Prescott's injury came in the 3rd quarter of the Cowboys' 27-21 loss to the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday, where he was unable to return and Cooper Rush had to finish the rest of the game. These are unfamiliar waters for Prescott, who described the injury as something I've never felt before, which isn't a great sign. I felt it when I was getting up from the run. I can't even say I felt it running. Maybe it was the tackle or something on the tackle, Prescott said. When I was standing up from that, I felt something, but didn't think it was much. It was a physical game and, a lot of times, you feel different things, and then they go away. Unfortunately for Prescott, it didn't go away, and now he's likely set to miss the next 4 games for the Cowboys. When and if he is placed on IR this week, the first game he'll be eligible to return for will be on December 9th, when the Cincinnati Bengals come to town for Monday Night Football. Now, it appears that Rush will once again have to help the Cowboys like he did in 2022 when Prescott suffered a thumb injury in the season opener. Rush went on to win 4 out of 5 games as the starter in Prescott's absence. Confidence is high in Rush from Mike McCarthy and the locker room to hopefully yield similar success when the Cowboys need it most. Cooper Rush is as respected as a backup quarterback as anyone since, I'd say Rich Gannon, McCarthy said. He carries that type of credibility. He's a great teammate. He's someone you can see the young guys lean on, wicked smart, instinctive, and does a great job when he runs the scout team. He just does everything the right way. An excellent pro. There will be plenty of confidence in him. With Rush as the starter for at least Sunday against Philadelphia, that moves Trey Lance into the backup quarterback slot, where for the first time in Dallas he'll have to be ready to potential come into the game whether it be situationally or if anything happens to Rush. Trey Lance just needs to play. McCarthy said he's a big part of our quarterback room and the way we function. Kellen Moore, Eagles facing Cooper Rush would still be a challenge for us. As the Philadelphia Eagles prepare to take on the Dallas Cowboys in Week 10, the defensive coaching staff can pick the brain of Kellen Moore for any insight on likely starter Cooper Rush. Moore spent 4 seasons with Rush in Dallas, 1 year as QB coach and 3 as the Cowboys' offensive coordinator, giving the Eagles' current OC intimate knowledge of the signal caller. "Coop is a really smart player," Moore said via the team's official transcript. "He has a great feel for the game. Anticipation. Vision. Feel for what the defense is doing. I think he puts himself in a really good position. He can handle volume from an offensive game plan perspective. When Coop has gone in there, he's had success. It'll still be a challenge for us." Jerry Jones indicated on Tuesday that the Cowboys will likely put Dak Prescott on injured reserve, knocking him out for at least 4 weeks. Dallas also has QB3 Trey Lance as an option under center. Moore was the Cowboys' play caller for all 6 of Rush's career starts, including when the backup helped Dallas to a 4-1 record in 5 starts in 2022. "Cooper Rush is as respected of a backup quarterback that I've been around since Rich Gannon," coach Mike McCarthy said earlier this week. "He carries that type of credibility. He's a great teammate. He's someone that you can see the young guys lean on." From weeks 2 to 6 in 2022, Rush completed 58% of his passes for 191.2 yards per game with 5 TDs and 3 INTs. The surrounding team was better built than the Cowboys' current 3-5 club. The Dallas defense allowed 15.8 PPG in Rush's 5 starts in 2022, 28.1 PPG allowed in 2024, while Moore's offense averaged 128.4 rush, 82.0 rush YPG in 2024. Cowboys get WR help in trade for Jonathan Mingo. The Cowboys acquired wide receiver Jonathan Mingo via a trade with the Carolina Panthers. Dallas is sending a 2025 4th-round pick to Carolina for Mingo and a 2025 7th-round pick. The corresponding move is a release of cornerback Andrew Booth, who was acquired via trade during this year's training camp in Oxnard. Mingo was the 39th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, and in 24 career games has caught 55 passes for 539 yards and has yet to score his first career touchdown. The 6 feet 2 inches, 220-pound wideout gives the Cowboys a big target that still has 2 years remaining on his rookie contract after the 2024 season, and Mingo gets a fresh start to his career in Dallas. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones mentioned on his weekly 105.3 The Fan radio show this morning that the Cowboys would likely be acquiring a wide receiver that they liked coming out of college. Now, they've got him. "We're going to bring a receiver in more than likely today that we really have thought a lot of and wanted to draft him," Jones said. "And so we're going to get a chance to get him." Mingo played 4 seasons at Ole Miss, where he caught 112 passes for 1,758 yards and 12 touchdowns, and received second-team All-SEC honors in his senior season. At the Combine in Indianapolis, Mingo ran a 4.46-second 40-yard dash, tallied a 39.5-inch vertical, and a 10 feet 9 inches broad jump. This is the second time in as many years the Cowboys have traded a 4th-round pick for a young, developmental addition to the roster, as their 4th-round pick last season went to San Francisco in exchange for Trey Lance. Lance has yet to see the field in the regular season for the Cowboys, but that may change in the near future with Dak Prescott likely headed to injured reserve, per Jones. Jones made it very clear that the Cowboys are still wanting to build this roster to win in 2024, echoing the sentiment after the loss to Atlanta on Sunday and again this morning on 105.3 The Fan. "We're not selling," Jones said. "We will make that case where we're buying and not selling." And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jonathan Mingo? Leave your opinion in the comments.